For years, the idea that nuts are good for our health has been floating around in both popular culture and scientific circles. But in the early 2000s, that intuition finally met solid scientific proof. In 2005, researchers from the University of Barcelona helped launch one of the most important nutrition studies ever conducted, the PREDIMED study. This large, long-term clinical trial followed more than 7,500 people at high cardiovascular risk and compared 3 different dietary patterns. One group followed a traditional low-fat diet, receiving general advice to reduce fat intake. A second group followed a Mediterranean-style diet enriched with extra virgin olive oil, consuming about 4 tablespoons per day. The third group also followed a Mediterranean diet, but instead of olive oil, participants consumed a daily portion of mixed nuts, including walnuts, almonds, and hazelnuts. The results were remarkable. Both Mediterranean diet groups, the one enriched with olive oil and the one enriched with nuts, showed around a 30% reduction in major cardiovascular events such as heart attacks and strokes compared to the low-fat control group. This finding alone reshaped the way we think about dietary fat and chronic disease prevention. While the PREDIMED study wasn't designed to isolate walnuts specifically, the years that followed brought a growing body of research focusing directly on walnuts and their unique health effects. Over the past 2 decades, numerous observational and clinical studies have consistently linked walnut consumption to better cardiovascular, metabolic, and even cognitive health. For example, when researchers combined data from 3 large observational studies, they found that people who consumed at least 1 serving of walnuts per week, roughly 30 grams, had about a 20% lower risk of heart attacks and strokes compared to those who rarely or never ate them. These benefits appear to be driven by several mechanisms working together rather than a single magic compound. Walnuts have been shown to improve cholesterol profiles by lowering total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, often referred to as bad cholesterol, and triglycerides. But their impact goes beyond blood lipids. Walnuts also appear to improve endothelial function, which refers to the health of the inner lining of blood vessels. A healthier endothelium allows blood vessels to relax more efficiently, improves blood flow, and reduces the tendency for clot formation, all key factors in cardiovascular protection. Emerging evidence also suggests that walnuts may help reduce low-grade chronic inflammation, a silent driver behind many modern diseases. At the same time, they seem to positively influence the gut microbiota, the vast ecosystem of bacteria living in our intestines. Regular walnut consumption has been associated with shifts in gut bacteria toward species that are more beneficial, helping transform the microbiome from a pro-inflammatory environment into a more supportive, protective one. Interestingly, some preliminary research has even linked walnut intake to slower cognitive aging. In a few observational studies, people who regularly consumed walnuts appeared to maintain better cognitive performance over time, equivalent to being 1 or 2 years younger in brain age. While these findings are still early and should be interpreted cautiously, they are certainly intriguing. So what makes walnuts so powerful? The answer is not a single nutrient, but a synergistic combination of bioactive compounds working together. Walnuts are rich in dietary fiber, which supports digestion and gut health, and they contain a wide range of phytochemicals and polyphenols, especially concentrated in the thin, dark skin around the nut. This is one reason why it's best not to remove that skin, even though it may taste slightly bitter. They also provide important B vitamins, plant-based omega-3 fatty acids in the form of alpha-linolenic acid, and omega-6 fatty acids in a balanced matrix. Walnuts naturally contain vitamin E, which helps protect their fats from oxidation and also supports cellular health in the body. In addition, they are a valuable source of minerals, such as magnesium, zinc, iron, and potassium, all of which play essential roles in energy production, nervous system balance, and cardiovascular function. Because of this impressive nutritional profile, Many international health organizations actively recommend including nuts in the diet. The Global Burden of Disease Project suggests a daily intake of around 21 grams of nuts. The EAT-Lancet Commission recommends up to 25 grams per day as part of a sustainable and health-promoting diet. In the United States, the FDA has approved a qualified health claim stating that consuming about 45 grams of walnuts per day may reduce the risk of heart disease. In Europe, EFSA has recognized that a daily intake of 30 grams of walnuts contributes to improved endothelial function. That said, a couple of important caveats are worth mentioning. Walnuts are extremely healthy, but they are also calorie-dense. This means they should be consumed mindfully and in appropriate portions, not by the handful without awareness. Additionally, a small percentage of the population is allergic to tree nuts, and for those individuals, walnuts should obviously be avoided. For most people, however, a daily portion of up to 30 grams, roughly 5 whole walnuts, fits perfectly into a balanced diet and provides around 200 calories of highly nutrient-dense food. Of course, walnuts are not a magic fix. Their benefits truly shine when they are part of an overall healthy lifestyle. Adding walnuts to a diet full of ultra-processed foods, sugary snacks, and fried foods won't cancel out those habits. Nutrition always works as a whole. One of the most beautiful aspects of nutrition is variety. Walnuts are incredible, but they are part of a much larger world of nuts and seeds, each with its own unique nutritional fingerprint. Almonds, hazelnuts, cashews, pistachios, flax seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds all offer different combinations of healthy fats, minerals, and phytonutrients. Rotating and combining them allows you to nourish your body more completely and keep your meals enjoyable. In the end, walnuts remind us of a simple but powerful truth. Health doesn't come from extremes, but from balance, consistency, and informed choices. When consumed regularly, in reasonable amounts, and within a well-structured diet, walnuts can be a valuable ally for your heart, your brain, and your long-term well-being. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the Vital Nourish, turn on notifications, and share this content with someone who cares about their health. Small, conscious choices repeated every day can truly shape our future.